Today we're using 2 simple ingredients in about 5 minutes to make stabilized whipped cream, the perfect make-ahead topping for pies, tarts, homemade ice cream, or just a simple dish of fresh fruit. So let's get cooking. To make our whipped cream, we need just 2 ingredients, heavy cream and confectioner sugar. Of course, you could make unsweetened whipped cream just by beating heavy cream, but if you're going to sweeten your whipped cream anyhow, may as well stabilize it too, and that means using confectioner sugar instead of granulated sugar. And the reason that confectioner sugar works well to help stabilize the whipped cream or help it hold its fluffy shape is that the granules of sugar in confectioner sugar are smaller than those in granulated sugar. And confectioner sugar has just a little bit of cornstarch in it, which definitely helps the whipped cream to hold its shape, but not so much that it will have a gritty texture or mouthfeel. All right. The other note here is that my bowl is chilled, the beaters for my mixer are chilled, and my cream is chilled as well. You want everything cold. That will help that whipped cream to whip up quickly. So into the bowl goes 1 cup of heavy cream and 2 tablespoons of confectioner sugar. And we are going to use a good old-fashioned hand mixer to mix that. You can use a stand mixer. You can use a whisk and a whole bunch of elbow grease, but what we're going to do is mix this together until it holds soft peaks, and I'll show you how that looks once we get to that point, but that's really all there is to it. If you want to add flavoring, you could add vanilla extract, peppermint, almond extract, etc. You could tint your whipped cream with a little bit of gel food coloring or liquid food coloring, whatever works for you, but we're going to keep it simple here, so we'll get mixing and take a look at this when it's all done. After you've mixed for about 3 minutes on medium-high, longer if you're working with a whisk and doing this by hand, you'll start to look for the beaters or the whisk to leave a trail in the whipped cream. And at that point, you want to check for what we call soft peaks. That's where you stop the mixer or stop whisking and pull that out of the whipped cream, and these little tiny mountain peaks form and then flop over, but they don't melt all the way back into the whipped cream. And at that point, you're done. That really just means that it's going to hold together, it's going to hold its fluffy shape, but it's not stiff. So you can see with my spatula here that that's where we are with this whipped cream. And so we're good, and we are ready to use that to top a tart, or a hot chocolate, or a bowl of ice cream, or whatever you want, or to put it in the refrigerator where it will hold for at least a day or so, if not longer. Now, if you need whipped cream that's going to hold a piped shape for hours and hours at room temperature, or hold up for days and days in the refrigerator, you'll need to use gelatin or instant Jell-O mix, but otherwise this will do the trick. So we sure hope this comes in handy for you, and you check back every Friday at 4 o'clock for a new recipe.